In 2010, I launched GIVIT, and I told all the charities that I could find that you can request whatever it is you need for your clients. Tell us what you need, put it on the website. Within 2 hours, a woman called Lisa donated a microwave to a man who had lost his wife, and he wasn't taught how to cook, and so all he was having was tea and toast. And the charity requested a microwave. Lisa was then connected to the charity and delivered it to the charity, and I realised that the system was working. Charities can request what they need for their clients whenever they need it, and there are people out there that want to give to those needs.
GIVIT is the matchmaker. We're the smart way to give, and we match people who want to give to people in need. So many times we have generous Australians who want to give, but they're not quite sure how to go about doing that. So jump onto givit.org.au and you can see exactly what's needed by hundreds and hundreds of charities in your local area, or you can actually pledge whatever you've got into our online warehouse, and hundreds of charities can then see what you've got to give.
If someone comes in, the first thing I do is, let's just go and have a look on the virtual warehouse and GIVIT. That's the first point of contact for us now. We'll go and have a look and see, and a lot of times we can find the things on that. And if not, I'm like, yep, let's just put a request up.
Every time GIVIT has just come back and said, well, we can do this. They've always enabled us.
Sometimes, with a lot of our mob, we won't go to different organisations because there's a judgement before you even walk through the door. Where with GIVIT, there's no judgement.
Yeah, they really make it seamless and easy, and the thing that I love is there's no waste. People say what they need and GIVIT directly come back and say, yep, we've got someone who can provide that or can provide funding towards that.
So GIVIT is about giving with complete confidence that your item is going to go truly to the people who need it most. So we work with thousands of charities now across the entire country who identify the genuine need.
All that time that our managers and our coordinators and staff have, most of that goes into the delivery of services. So it means they don't have to race around town trying to find other donations of goods. They can actually go straight to a source that can efficiently and effectively ensure that that's passed on.
It's really about helping their clients, but it's also about helping those charities and making it easier for all those charities, for all, the thousands of causes that they support around Australia.
A partnership with GIVIT is incredibly important, particularly in the context of that psychological recovery.
To someone that's lost everything, being able to have a voucher sitting there to go to their local shopping centre, supermarket, just to buy groceries for the family for the rest of the week, that just gives them peace of mind.
Probably 2011 floods really brought it home to us. We had people wanting to help. They were donating this, donating that and whatever.
Obviously there was issues in 2011 with us receiving a heck of a lot of goods. That stuff sat in warehouses for a long period of time, and most of the time it ended up in landfill because it just wasn't appropriate.
And that's where GIVIT came into the picture. They could kind of see the needs and wants out there and get stuff straight to the people that need it.
We know following particularly disaster events, it affects not only the people who have lost their houses and damage to, but it's the whole community that suffers. And so we are very proud of the fact that we buy locally wherever possible to try and support those local businesses as they rebuild as well.
There were a couple of local community people out in the Sarabah area who had lost structural items on their properties. GIVIT stepped in, so they were able to get a new water tank. So that was a really brilliant thing to be able to get that help just really, really quickly.
So knowing that we have a formal arrangement in place with GIVIT and that there's an organisation that's got a track record of doing that very successfully gives us a lot of confidence that the needs of the community are always going to be met.
Giving actually makes you feel quite amazing, and you're giving to someone that you know needs the item that you've got to give. It's really important that people know that they can give with confidence. They know where the item is going, they know why it is needed, that 100% of their donation will use to buy those items, and we do buy locally wherever possible. GIVIT uses technology to make giving really easy.
I hope in the future that every tiny little community group that's doing great work and every large charity group in Australia is registered through GIVIT, and hopefully GIVIT's a household name.
It's such a simple thing that has massive impacts, so it takes them a while to click on, oh my gosh, it's a free service. and you do these amazing things that help everyone and help the services support people.